viewers, you're welcome to the 6th video of my video series, Mind, Body and Soul. My name is Oreva, and what we'll be looking at today is how to develop good habits. While growing up as a child, you remember how your parents and older people around you would rebuke you and shout at you when you do naughty things. They would normally tell you things like, you have to stop doing that because if you continue doing that, it might become a part of you. One thing they know is that the things you do repeatedly becomes a habit, be it good or bad. But the issue is, we most of the time focus on the bad aspect of it. The negatives are what we focus on that could become a part or a habit of a child while growing up, rather than encouraging the positive things that that child does so that it becomes a habit on that child, to that child. The thing is, what we do repeatedly becomes a part of us. It becomes a habit, be it a good thing or a bad thing. It sticks with us, it becomes a habit. The thing is, anything we do repeatedly, be it good or bad, negative or positive, becomes a habit with time. That means the next time you want to do it again, you wouldn't need to think about it much. You wouldn't need to put in much effort because it has become a part of you. You will just flow. The problem is, when we do little things at any given moment, it might not seem much, it might not seem serious, but by the time you accumulate those little things you do for a period of time, it sticks. It becomes a serious thing. Whether it's good or a bad thing, it becomes serious, it becomes a habit. For instance, when you smoke a stick of cigarette daily, at that moment of smoking it, it might not seem much. After all, it's just a stick of cigarette. But accumulate one stick of cigarette daily for a whole year, that means you have consumed 365 sticks of cigarettes. It becomes something serious. In contrast, if you decide to save 200 naira, just 200 naira from your loose change daily, in 1 year, you would have saved up 73,000 naira. Saving 200 naira daily might not seem much, and it's just 200 naira. But by the time you accumulate it for 1 year, it becomes 73,000 naira. It becomes more valuable. We all know that good habits are not easy to develop. One thing we must have in mind is that when trying to develop a good habit, you are actually replacing a bad habit with a good one. For instance, I didn't grow up with a habit of arranging my bed or fixing up my bed after getting up in the morning from sleep. What I did to fix that bad habit is to replace it with a good one by fixing my bed, arranging my bed once I get up from sleep. And by the time I did that repeatedly, forced myself to do it repeatedly for about 1 or 2 weeks, it became easier. It became a part of me. I didn't have to think much. I didn't have to put in much effort to remember that I have to fix up my bed, arrange my bed once I get up from sleep. I also had a habit of having a particular soft drink daily, 1 bottle daily, and I never missed it. I had a craving for it. What I did to fix that habit, it might not necessarily be a bad habit, only if you recognize that that soft drink or that content you take is being harmful to your health, which was in my own case. What I did to fix up that bad habit was to replace the soft drink with an apple. So instead of taking one bottle of that soft drink daily, I take an apple daily, and that has made me healthier than I used to be. The key here is personal discipline. The key in achieving anything you want to is first identifying that thing you want to achieve, then identifying the price to pay in order to achieve that thing. Be willing to pay the price and you'll achieve it. No matter what you want to do, be it good or bad, there is a price to pay. Identify the price, pay the price, and you'll achieve it. To be a successful person in anything you do has a price. To also be a failure at anything you do has its own price. So Choose which price you are willing to pay it, and get the result you want, be it failure or success. I believe most of us have people we admire, people who do things that we would like to see ourselves doing, but we just haven't seen ourselves doing it yet, or we just don't believe that we can do the same thing and get the same results that that person is. You notice that the people who go to the gym daily, who exercise on a regular basis, are people who appear not to need such. The thing is, excellence is an act. Excellence is a habit. By the time you do things repeatedly, you will need to maintain them. And as you do them repeatedly, it becomes a part of you. You wouldn't need much effort. You wouldn't need to think much about it before doing it the next time. It just flows because it has become a part of you. It has then become a habit. I have come up with 7 steps that can help us to develop those good habits we really want to develop. Number 1 is identify the bad habit you want to change. Most of the time, we no longer pay attention to the things we do repeatedly that have become a habit. So first of all, we need to identify the bad habit we would like to replace. If you always find yourself broke and in need of money, it could be because you spend more than you earn, or you don't have a budget and you don't stick to it. So you need to identify that problem, identify that bad habit of yours, then find a replacement to it. That's how you develop good habits. Number 2 is identify the good habits you want to replace the bad one with. People don't just change or stop their bad habits. You need to replace the bad habit with a good one for it to be effective. If you have a bad habit of spending more than you earn and always finding yourself broke, you need to replace it with a good habit of budgeting your expenses properly and sticking to the budget. So bad habits are replaced with good ones. They are not just discontinued. Number 3 is decide and commit to change. The things that are easiest to do are also easiest not to do. Nobody said it's going to be easy to develop good habits, but you must commit to it. You need to really want to do this thing for it to work for you. And the key here is pushing yourself to do the things you really need to do in order to develop those good habits you want to develop. Pushing yourself to do the things you need to do, even when you don't feel like, is a very powerful way to achieve results. I have a video on defeating procrastination. I also have a video on why most people fail to achieve their goals. You can check out those 2 videos. They can really help you if you want to develop good habits. Number 4 is discover your triggers and obstacles. Knowing what obstacles await you on your journey to developing a good habit can help you prepare yourself beforehand and find solutions to them before they come. What makes you eat junk foods every day? Is it as a result of leaving work late daily? Discovering what triggers your bad habits is also very important. Number 5 is have a plan. Come up with little milestones that can help you to replace that bad habit. It doesn't need to be complex. It could be as easy as setting up your alarm clock to wake you up 2 hours earlier so you don't go late for your important event. Number 6 is get support from your family and friends. There's this strategy I use sometimes when I want to get things done. I tell as many people as possible so that they can hold me accountable to get that thing done. I wouldn't want to feel ashamed when they ask me for that thing I told them I was going to do, and I start making up excuses why I haven't done it yet. So that will push me when I know that I've told so people that would ask me for the results, or that will ask me how far I've gone. That will push me to do the things I need to do when I want to replace bad habits I have. So telling your family and your friends about a bad habit you want to replace can be a real motivating factor to get those good habits going. All you know, they can even provide support by giving you the necessary space you need to replace those bad habits. They can give you suggestions even that could help you to replace those bad habits of yours. Number 7 is reward yourself somehow. One of the reasons we develop bad habits in the first place is because they make us feel good. Even if it makes us feel good temporarily and much worse later. But the fact is, it makes us feel good. That's why we continue doing them. So find ways to reward yourself, to make yourself feel good when you do the things you are supposed to do that will help you to develop those good habits, that will replace the bad ones. Find a way to reward yourself. In conclusion, The benefits of developing good habits is that by the time you do those things repeatedly for a while, it becomes second nature, so to speak. You wouldn't need to think much about it. It just happens effortlessly. It becomes natural to you. You wouldn't need to put in much effort to get those things done. And it helps you achieve more and become a more productive person. I hope you've learned something from this video. Please drop your comments below and let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can continue getting videos from me. Catch you in my next video.